Hey, and welcome back to Bourbon Blind, where the guys drink what you all pick. So feel free to hit that subscribe button or email me at bourbonblindtasting@gmail.com. As always, the guys are going to tell you what they think of a bottle that they don't know what they're drinking, and then they'll give you the price point that they're willing to pay without knowing the price of the bottle. Tonight's bottle comes from Jamaica's 86 and Richard Armitage. And I thank you so much for requesting this bottle. Here it is, if you can see it. This is one that I really thought we had done, but apparently we haven't. So we will see what they think of it. And with that, thank you for all our Patreon subscribers.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Bourbon Blind. I'm Kyle.
I'm John.
We taste whiskey. We don't know what it is. We give you a price we'd be willing to pay for a bottle without that hype of the label. So, John is back with us again from last week. He's visiting from California. He has his own show, YouTube Blind Whiskey Reviews. Go check it out right now. Seriously, pause this review, Control T, open a new tab, YouTube Blind Whiskey Reviews. Go subscribe to his channel. Check it out. He does a similar format.
Very.
We also do blind whiskey reviews. He does blind whiskey reviews. He gives it a score based on 1 to 100 scale. We give it a price tag we'd be willing to pay for it. That's
about it.
right.
Boom.
F&A.
Blind whiskey reviews.
Do it.
Not
So-
just my channel, just in general. Review whiskey blind. Like the shirt says.
Drink blind.
Drink blind.
So, speaking of t-shirts, along with that one and a bunch of other t-shirts, I'll put them up here, and a bunch of different options for you guys over at Teespring. Link in the description. Go check it out. So, also our Instagram, Facebook, new Facebook page group for everyone. If you guys want to interact with us and a little more fluid conversation, that's a little bit better thing for us. So go check it out. Bourbon Blind Nation on Facebook. So,
Cool.
yeah. You ready to get in this whiskey?
Oh, I'm more than ready.
Let's do this.
Woo.
Ooh. I like the smell.
Can't get the
A
color.
little,
Oh,
it's like a light.
I'm going golden.
Yeah. Yeah, it's semi-light, but not concerningly light. Oh, a little bit of sweetness on the nose.
Very sweet.
Some of that caramel, vanilla.
I'm not picking up much fruit.
Like a really light brown sugar.
There's the slightest hint of a lighter fruit on there, but you really got to dig for it.
It's in there, but it's way down deep.
A lot of brown sugar, a lot of caramel. Definitely sweet.
That vanilla, almost like a creme brulee kind of.
Yeah, very creme brulee.
Anyway, I'm ready to get in here.
Me too. Cheers.
Cheers, sir. Cheers, guys. I dig it. I dig that. More of that sweetness, but it does have like a spiciness to it to kind of balance everything out. What do you think?
I don't know if I'm picking up too much spicy. I definitely got a little bit of a sharp tingle on the tongue, but I want to go for another taste before I make any judgments here. But I didn't really pick up any spice in this first taste. Definitely a lot of the same things we were picking up on the nose: creme brulee, vanilla, caramel,
Yep.
brown sugar. But
A lot of that follows through.
Yeah, definitely need another taste though.
Less of that tingle on the second taste.
Yeah, a little bit.
More of the sweetness following through. Lots of sugar, brown sugar.
It's staying really in that sweet vein. Like it doesn't. I'm not getting. I don't know if you're still getting it. I'm not getting much spice character. I'm getting just a lot of those sweet characters.
Maybe a light hint of fruit on the finish.
Yeah.
But finish is actually pretty decently long lasting.
It's long lasting and it's not cloyingly sweet to where it's off putting. Like sometimes you get this sweetness and it just sticks around. It's like, God, I wish the sweetness would end. You wish there was a little bit of bitterness or a little bit of spiciness to kind of counteract that. Those aren't there, but I don't need it. Like it still tastes good.
Yeah, it's not off putting. And like you said, it's not cloyingly sweet. Like
the sweetness is like the right amount. Although there's nothing counteracting it, it's still okay.
Right. It's more of like a honey chicken instead of a sweet and sour chicken.
Yeah. It definitely has, Actually, a honey's a good description because it almost has a honey-like character to it on the finish.
Let me go for one more. Oh man, I do like the nose on that though.
Yeah, and the nose is changing just a ton. It's got a really good nose. I like the sweetness.
I think some more of that honey.
I'm really picking up, now that we said that honey, I'm really picking up that honey.
It's like, it's right there.
How do you feel proof-wise? What are you thinking?
Probably somewhere like the 90 to 100 range. What do you think?
I don't know. My first impression of it was a little hot. Like, I got a little bit of burn on the tongue. It's
tingling?
definitely dissipated as we've had a couple tastes here. So I'm going to give it another one. Maybe we'll judge after that.
Yeah, I still think somewhere in that like 90 to 100 range-ish.
I'm going to say it's not 90. I feel like it's maybe 95 and up. Maybe 95 to 100. I don't feel like it's as low as 90.
I like it. I'm going to do
Yeah, I like it too.
a little bit of water, just see what it does.
Why not? When in Rome.
Right? It's for science. It's for science.
This is for science, people. For science.
I don't always want to do it, but I mean, it's for science.
I will tell you explicitly, I never want to do it. I never. In my real life, behind the camera, I will never add water to whiskey. Never.
I generally don't.
And I'm not judging.
Right? Like,
I'm not judging. If you like water in your whiskey, go for it. However you like your whiskey, drink it your way. Don't listen to me.
Booker said that when he drank Booker's, he drank it with an ice cube or a splash of water.
Or the rumor, from the Van Winkle family is that Pappy liked to squeeze a lemon in his
orange. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think like an ice cube.
A cube and a squeeze of citrus or something.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and a twist of lemon or a twist of orange. Yeah.
And the rumor is that his grandson, I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Julian.
No, it wasn't Julian. It was his son.
Okay. Yeah.
Went into a bar, ordered a Pappy Van Winkle 20-year or whatever it was with a squeeze of lemon. The bartender refused.
I heard about that. He was like, "No, I'm not doing that." And he was like, "Why not?"
Yeah.
And then he went to go pay for his drink, and he saw the credit card. He was like, "Oh,
whoops!
Oh, I didn't know." He's like, "Well, yeah, that's how my father, my grandfather always drank it." So, you do you.
Do you? Don't let anybody tell you how to drink your whiskey. Drink it your way.
That's right. I mean, I'm not going to tell you you're wrong, but you're wrong. But for real, you drink it however you want, and there's no wrong way to drink whiskey. I don't care if you add it to Coke. I mean, just because it's not my thing. I mean, if that's how you like it, that's how you like it. Go for it.
I feel like the water dialed down the alcohol a little bit and maybe impacted this almost in a good way to a degree. It brought down the alcohol, but I don't feel like it really affected the flavor so much for me.
I almost do get a little more of the spicy or acidic kind of on the back end. But it didn't change it a whole lot.
No.
It did tame down some of the ethanol flavor, but I probably wouldn't add water.
Nope.
But again, it's for science.
For science. For you.
That's right. You guys. That's why we do this. We don't set up everything and the lights and the cameras, and John knows how it goes. Like, again, blind whiskey reviews. There's a lot of work that goes into this stuff.
More than you know.
I don't think people realize.
This is not an easy gig, people. Not an easy gig. But we enjoy it.
And it doesn't pay the bills. In case you're wondering.
Yeah, we're not making millions. We're not Pootie Pie over here.
So going back to it without the water,
Yeah.
I definitely like it better.
Yep. I was about to say the exact same thing. The taste without the water is significantly better. I didn't notice a big difference when I added the water, but going back to it, I certainly do. It definitely has more flavor without the addition of the water.
All right, so I'm trying to get a price in mind. I think I got one. What about you?
Yeah, I'm feeling like I got something here.
I'm just gonna double check, but
Yeah, why not double check? If it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing, right?
That's right. Yeah, I like it. It's not super complex, but I'm gonna let you give a rating. Hold on. Go ahead and close your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so. Okay, go ahead and open them.
Okay.
I just flashed the camera 2 numbers, obviously multiplied by 10, but what I think my price. I don't want my price to influence your price or your price to influence my price. You know what I mean?
Of course. So I'm gonna say, I mean, I'm back in the. I think this whiskey has good flavors. I think it's got the proof feels to me maybe it's like that 95 range. So I feel like it's not overly complex. It's nothing insane, but I enjoy it and I'm happy to drink it. And I feel like we're maybe in that. I mean, I feel like we did in the last year. I'm kind of in that $35 to $40 ballpark.
So the price I flashed to the camera was like $50 to $60.
Really?
Yeah. I enjoy it. It's not overly complex, but there's nothing off-putting about it.
Not at all.
It's very drinkable. I enjoy it. I do.
I mean, to be honest, I enjoy it. The last review we did was the Old Granddad, and I said the same price range on that, and I definitely enjoy this more than I enjoyed that. So on that note, God, I mean, I don't know.
Maybe 40 to 50-ish?
Yeah, I'll say 40 to 40. I'll say 45. I mean, to me, it's good whiskey. It has a very good flavor profile. It's very enjoyable in terms of there's nothing off-putting about this at all.
It's approachable.
It's very approachable. The proof, the flavors. It's not anything out of the realm of the bourbon. I mean, it's definitely in the lane, but so it's not going outside those things. It's nothing super unique, but it's very good, very flavorful. So I'm enjoying it. Yeah, 45 feels good to me. I lied the first time.
John, Mr. Blind Whiskey Reviews, link in the description. You want to do the honors?
Of course.
Ooh.
Hey, though.
Got caught up in a little barrel stave here.
Got a small bottle here. Where's the opening?
Yeah, it is.
All right, what do we got?
It is. Oh.
Maker's Mark.
Wow.
Bingo.
So, I mean, that's kind of fitting. It's very approachable. It's very drinkable. It's a wheated bourbon, so, and it is what, 90
proof.
90 proof. So, just like to say I called that. John didn't.
I did. Yeah, I felt like it came off a little bit hotter than 90. Yeah, a little bit more of a harshness on the tongue that I usually don't get with 90 proof whiskeys, but flavors are great.
So I will say in the past, I haven't been a huge fan of Maker's Mark. I've always felt it was fairly sweet, and
it was.
It is, but I will say it's not quite as overly sweet as I originally thought. I've had a couple of them, and I just didn't enjoy them. But apparently, it's not off-putting. It's not.
In this case, it wasn't. I mean, it definitely had a lot of sweetness, but the sweetness wasn't overbearing. Didn't make it to where I wouldn't want to continue drinking it, or I couldn't drink a lot of it. I could certainly drink a decent amount of this stuff and not have any problem with that. So I'm impressed. I haven't had Makers in a long time. I don't drink a lot of Makers, so I'm glad to have reviewed it and glad it came out good, man. I mean, it's a great affordable whiskey. So
speaking of affordable, it's what, like $35 ish? For $7.50?
For $7.50, I mean, I think $30 is probably about the right price point. So, I mean, we were both thinking it was more than that. So, it's definitely a value.
That's a win, yeah.
That's a win.
That's a win for them.
The ratio is good.
A win for them is a win for us. So, if you guys want to check out every single whiskey we have reviewed and our price given and the retail price and how that ratio stacks up, check out the Patreon page. $5 or more gets you that list. So go ahead and check that out. Go ahead and also, again, Blind Whiskey Reviews. Put a link in the description for you guys. Check out his channel. Subscribe, like it. Putting out some awesome content. Again, it's blind. We have what John calls his channel, the most honest reviews on YouTube.
The most honest reviews on YouTube. And I can't say Kyle's are any less honest. To get the most honest reviews, you got to do it blind, and we're the only ones doing that consistently. So, boom. Check it out.
And there's, in the past, I mean, if you guys have watched some of the live stream and stuff, we give each other a lot of shit, but it's
all in good fun.
It's all in good fun. Again, Patreon members, absolutely love you guys. Ben Tyndall, Bourbon Hokey, Christopher Dean, newest subscribers for Patreon. Thank you guys. Love you. Everyone else for Patreon subscribers, you guys are what makes this all happen. Seriously, I couldn't thank you enough. Until Friday, noon Central, next week, drink blind.
Bien pris. Bien pris.